Hey everybody, Roy here, Roy and Joe's Project Car Garage. Coming at you with a little different project today. I'm working on my 2013 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. The doors are real hard to open and close, especially the passenger side. The driver's side two doors aren't too bad, but the passenger sides are terrible. And I've actually already got it done, and I made a couple videos along the way, but I didn't talk about the wiring going to the doors or anything like that, so I'll go ahead and go over that with you guys right now. Kind of got to start off. There's a panel on the B pillar. I guess that's a B pillar. Sorry, I wasn't ready to really do this, but that little panel right there pops off, and this is for the back doors. And you have to undo this wire connector here. It had one of those little red push through things, and I pushed it out and it fell down in the door, and so it's gone. But anyway, and then you just push and pull and pry and wiggle on the wires to get it out. And then this limiting strap on the door is over a little post in there. You got to work it up and off of that post so that you can be able to take the door completely off. And then the front doors, it's a wiring clip up in there that you just push a little gray tab down, and then it comes off, and then you lift the limiting strap up off of that little keeper right there. And then the first thing outside you really have to do is take these off, and they're like a star bit, and you get those off, and then you start the process of having to use the method I show later in the video on how to get the doors up and off. And there's a whole bunch of different ways on that you see on YouTube. Anyway, I'm sure this probably isn't the best way or the easiest way, but it was kind of easy for me and what I was able to figure out to do to get it done. I hope it helps somebody out. We've had issues with doors on the passenger side opening very, very hard, and there's these little bushings that are inside the hinge pin on the doors that they end up getting hung up and stuck in there. This is one of them that I've gotten out already. But one thing that's hard is when the doors are stuck so hard, you can't get it up off of the hinges. There's these little deals screw in on the bottom, but then you really don't have any way to get it up. And I've seen guys screw these back in and leave them down like a quarter of an inch and then hammer on them and stuff. Well, I didn't really like doing that, so I kind of discovered another method that actually worked pretty good for me. I just used my dead blow hammer. Kind of hard here without somebody videoing, but I put the hammer at an angle like that, and you just push the door open and rock it back and forth, and you can see I'm starting to get some separation there just by doing that. And then I'll fold up the shop towel into little squares, and then that gives it a little bit more height, I guess you could say, on the hammer. And I had one of mine on the passenger back door was really, really stuck, and it took, man, probably 20 minutes of just working back and forth, spraying it down with Croil, and moving the door back and forth, and then getting that hammer under there to get the door popped up. But see if I can get this to go. It's hard just working with one hand. You guys probably know that. Okay, let's see. Of course, now it's not going to want to work for me. It's worked on 3 doors so far, and now it's not wanting to. I know on this other back door I ended up having to do 2 rags folded up before it ever come loose, but anyway, I'll show you after I get done. Okay, you can see I got 2 rags under that dead blow hammer, just folded up, and it's popped it up. Had to work it back and forth several times, but it did end up popping up, and now it'll allow me to pull the door off, and I can go ahead and change out the bushings. I got this little kit from eBay or Amazon or something. I can't remember. We've had it for a while, but it comes with a nice little tool that you can use to drive the old bushings up and out. I'll put in some pictures here too, but that was pretty nice. But I ended up having to, on the other side, both of these bottom door hinges, because you can't really get a very good swing to knock that tool out with any type of hammer. I just had to unbolt them, took them in the shop and put them in the vise, and ended up having to drill them out with a 1/2-inch bit. And it's just the right size, because it ends up leaving a couple slivers of the bushing in there, and then you just, knock them out, push them out of there, and then clean it up with some carb cleaner or whatever. But anyway, that's about it. Hope this helps anybody out there that might be struggling with the same thing. Thanks for watching. All right, now this bushing was pretty stuck in there, and instead of taking the hinge off like I did the other 3 lower ones, I just went ahead and seen somebody else online. They folded this little lip that's on top of the bushing. They folded it over. See, there's the lip still intact. Folded it over, and it looked like it was kind of aluminum, a thin aluminum deal with something else covering it. But I went ahead and just took a little screwdriver and a little hammer and folded that edge over all the way. And the pieces kind of broke off, so they popped out. And then I was able to drive it down fairly easily. A lot easier than trying to drive up on it, especially, when you got about 1.5 inches to the body of your rig, and so it's a pretty small area you're trying to hit that tool on to punch it out of there. But I mean, it does work. It just takes some patience, and maybe some little creative thinking to get around the hassles that come with changing these things out. All right, I'm back one more time. Up. All the doors now open and close, super easy. They used to be, the driver's side was stiff, but this passenger side was really bad. This back door, I mean, it took like 2 women and a little kid to open it. It was pretty stiff. The driver's side door was too. Somebody'd go somewhere with me, and I'd see him grab a hold of the pull handle on the inside of the door, and I could see it giving like 1 inch, and I was like, man, I need to do something with this thing pretty quick and get it taken care of. But anyway, that's it. It was a success. Pain in the butt, but finally got it done. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.